Traffic Jam is on now.
This is Dr. Dre, your humble correspondent for Traffic Jams. Today, we have a very special guest from the Bronx in New York. That's right, the BX, the home of hip hop. You know this, I know this. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce Lazaris, the top Don. What's going on, Lazaris? How you doing?
What's going on, Doctor? Salute. Thank you for having me. Shout out to the Traffic Jam.
Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Let me ask you first question. So you're from the Bronx. What part of the Bronx are you from?
I'm from the South Bronx. I'm from 163rd Street between Simpson and Fox, Fort Apache area where a lot of these guys are scared to walk through.
What made you jump into deciding to become a rapper, author, etc.? How did you get your inspiration? When did you start?
Oh, thank you. I've been making music since I was 7 years old. I started mainstream when I was 11. I was already battling on blocks at 9 years old. I come from a musical dynasty. I am Puerto Rican and Cuban. I am the descendant of Arsenio Rodriguez and Andre Alfredo Mentros Chocolate. For those that don't know, two streets renamed after them, one in Manhattan, one in the Bronx. They made music in the 70s when Black people were being lynched before the Jackie Robinson color barrier. They were called the Dons and fathers of salsa of their time. That's why my name is Lazaris, the top Don, because I inherited the legacy and I'm their last living descendant still making music.
Absolutely. Tell us a little bit more about them, because what I want to do is I want to tie together your legacy and what theirs was. When you say they dealt with salsa before Jackie Robinson, they dealt with breaking the barrier in Major League Baseball. Explain that a little bit.
All right, meaning at the times before the year of the color barrier that Jackie Robinson had broke the color barrier during baseball, all right, my uncles had actually sang music, in the Negro Leagues. They actually sang music, you understand, in Cuba when people at the time, when people at the time didn't like you because of your skin color.
Oh, so you understand that legacy of the skin color barrier that we deal with even to today. How interesting is that?
Yes. The reason why is because, rest in peace to all of them, and my mother traveled the world with all of them and introduced me into everything. And I was around a group of Moorish American people and Moroccan people that actually taught me, how civilization was brought up, and to actually know our legacy before making music is something that's very important, because besides just making music, it's cultural. So that's why people have to understand that, coming from Afro-Congo sounds of music, and even know the liaisons of my family. So yes, I was brought up very up to speed and very, very cultural.
That's interesting. Brothers and sisters, do you have any?
Yes, I have 7 sisters, no brothers. I'm the only boy.
7 sisters, that's a heck of a choir. Are any of them also musically inclined?
Yes, my sister Naila Lewis, actually, she doesn't make music anymore. She used to compose. Now she is a choreographer, and she works with Wyclef Jean.
Wow.
You're watching the Traffic Jam.
So the music thing to you isn't something that you just do from a position of, hey, I just like doing this, hanging out in the corner, battling and doing all that stuff at 9 years old. You actually come from a focused family of music and entertainers.
Correct. Away from just composing music, remember that they were known for their composing of instruments, the dress, the guitar, the drums. My uncles made drums from their hands, made from iron in Cuba at the time. I still have them as a family heirloom. I still have all the proclamations and everything for them. It's actually an honor for me to continue on what they have done and cross mix everything, because I do English, I do Spanish, I do R&B, I write R&B for other people. I'm a ghostwriter for many other people and many things. So to incorporate everything, is, like I said, is an honor.
Well, we'll jump into that in a moment. But when we say you're a musician, what instruments do you play, or what do you bring in? And does it make it easier for you to record for musicians because you have such a deep legacy as an artist and a musician?
Yes, correct. I can play the drums just like basically my uncle. I'm good with the tres, not as great as him, of course, but I can play. And I play the harmonica a little bit.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with that. Stevie Wonder and Mick Jagger would love to talk to you. Tell you that for a fact.
You already know.
A lot of great harmonica players. So, what brought you in? Because you're born and raised. Are you born and raised in the Bronx?
Yes, correct.
Born and raised in the Bronx. So, what grabbed you? Besides your legacy of your uncles and your mom, sister, What made you say, you know what, I want to pick up the mic and I want to spit, especially at such a young age?
Oh, well, definitely being influenced, of course, by some of the greats, and the pioneers of the music industry. Of course, shout out to the Terror Squad, listening to Fat Joe, Big Pun. Of course, growing up, in the Bronx, listening to The Teacher, listening to Coogee Rap and Big Daddy Kane, and of course, some letter, Rakim, which are my top. And just after hearing them and Grandmaster Caz and everybody else coming out, I remember we used to go around, me and my boys, of course, at this time, and they would, try to rhyme like your favorite rapper. Everybody would. I remember my friend used to think he was Lord Finesse. He would say, yo, I'm hit to the game. You know what I mean? So when he used to do that, I told him, I said, one day I'm gonna make music with all these people. And he said, nah, you playing, man. You gotta let me hear what you got first. So we used to kick hallway raps. You know what I mean? So one day I didn't kick any hallway raps with them. I came in and I was like, you know what? Let me get a shot. And when I came in, I got a shot. They were like, yo, you're explosive, dude. Like, we need to keep you going. And that's what kept me going. You get what I'm saying? That friendly energy, that around being around my friends and wanting to keep it going and wanting to be like these celebrities that we were trying to be like. You get what I'm saying?
Emulate them, yes.
Yeah, we're trying to emulate them.
Was the building of your ciphers. And now you got and start to work your talent. Let me ask a quick question. How old are you?
Right now, I'm 34 years old right now.
Oh, so you're still young. You haven't even scratched the surface. You're just doing it. Now you said you've ghostwritten for some folks. Can you give us a little insight to who you've ghostwritten for?
Well, the reason I can, but then I can't, because the problem is when you ghostwrite for certain people, there are certain contracts and stipulations that you fill out that they don't want their names being sold out or brought out. But I can tell you, certain groups and camps, ghostwriting for certain people in the Rough Riders, certain people in MMG, certain people, in the Selassie, the group, Goody Mob, different people. So
good. Yeah, great.
You have to, always honor and respect certain people and certain things in this industry. I learned that.
That's true. But see, to me, I like to expose people who actually write for some of those artists, because there's nothing wrong with that. That in itself is a great business. Even great people like Michael Jackson had people write certain songs for him that became huge hits that he left their name on there. And there's nothing wrong with that. So congratulations. And let me ask you the big question here. You ready for the big question? Are you ready for the big question?
Sure.
Okay, the big question is, so what is your ambition in this business? Because you come from such a great pedigree, what's your ambition? Writer, artist, author?
It's all three.
Mm-hmm.
It's all three, because I'm a writer, I'm an artist, and I'm an author. I have my own book, that's coming out as well too. I have a movie and documentary based upon my life. I'm an actor away from that. As an artist, I'm always an artist first, because if you can look right now, even my newest single out, Block Party, right now, we just shot the video. I'm always honestly performing all the time and giving back visual art and lyrics. So for me, I'm all three. I can never pick between them.
Mm-hmm. Well, when I was saying picking, meaning, in other words, what do you like doing the most? Is it like, because some people like to write because they like to express themselves and see it on the page. And then some people like to perform, as you were just saying. So what of those three, or what you can go further than that, is one of the things that you like doing the most? Some people just love being on the stage, but that's the question for you.
I love all of them. Honest truth, I love composing the music because I know the process. I know composing the music. I like putting it together. I like to see I'm kind of like almost like a Worldpedia. I like the finishing product. I like to see after it's done, and I like to see the synopsis before it's done. So that's the whole process. And then away from doing that, as an author, I like to illustrate and basically paint to you, besides just giving you something to read and hear, on what I'm giving you in my own criteria. And as the artist, I love to perform. It doesn't matter where we at. We could be in front of two people. I'm performing like we in a stadium with 50,000 people.
What was your first performance like as a young man, as a youngster? Not now, but your first, what did you say, I'm hooked to performing live? What was your first performance?
At first I wasn't hooked to performing. See, that's the good part. Good that this is the juicy part when you get to answer the question. See, this was good by you, Dre.
This is what I do. This is
I
what
wasn't.
I do.
Yeah, I like that. I like what you do, Dre. This is the Traffic Jam. Shout out to you. No, I didn't like performing when I was young at first. I remember I was nervous. Okay, and the first time I ever performed, I was at the Roomba nightclub in the Bronx. Shout out to Gongi Rivera. All right. I remember he looked at me just like you looking without your glasses, though, right? Dre said, "Are you ready, young man?" I looked out the curtain. I saw all those ladies out there. I said, I hope I'm ready. So he says, "Why you look so nervous?" I said, "There's a lot of ladies out there, man." He says, "You got to think of something that's gonna make you comfortable while you're out there." So, you know, I'm a ladies man. So the first thing I think about, I said, I like ladies. I like how they look in their bikinis. I'm imagining their bikinis. We at Orchard Beach. All right, so I go outside. I see the first two girls in the front row. I'm like, yeah, she's in a bikini. This one's in a bikini. All right. Yeah, we got this together now. Know what I'm saying? Now I'm looking different. I'm not shaking. And, you know, I let it go. I could never tell you how much I killed it because I was so focused on these girls supposed to be in their bikini and getting the song right and not messing up the words that I finished quick. You know what I mean? Everybody was like, yeah, that was quick, but you killed it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was one of those kind of responses. And I was nervous. I know that. It took me about 3.5 months of just dramming that in my mind. And every show I'm at, don't worry, the first two girls, they're in the bikini. You know what I'm saying? They came for you, Laz. So that's what I started to do.
That's good.
What's up? This is Heather Hunter, and I'm on Traffic Jam's podcast show.
Well, what's your great inspiration as you're being an artist and a writer that inspires you for songwriting? What's your great inspiration?
I feel
inspirations.
Honestly, that's good that you asked me that. I feel like uplifting the music industry and giving the legends their flowers, because there's a lot of times that I hear new music. Don't get me wrong, I love it and I adapt to the new music, but it doesn't inspire me as much as, you understand? Listening to the legendary music, when I sit back and go, when I hear, I bring the pain. You understand? When I hear stuff like that, when I hear The Bridge Is Over, when I hear certain music, it's just like, wow, that's legendary. You understand what I'm saying? You want to leave that and bark yourself. So when I hear new music, I hear a lot of new music, and I feel a lot of today's music inspires me only to want to make dance music or music that the youth will say, but it's not everlasting music. You understand?
You stole my next question about
I don't feel it's everlasting music, because in 5 years you won't ask about, well, do you remember that drill record where he was like, hey, they're not. But you know what I mean? The girls right now, they'll say, well, that was dope. You know, I liked it for the moment now. And then it becomes tricky because the game has it where, like, you know, people feel like females dominate more when it comes to buying and purchasing music than us guys, which I think sucks. Guys, we need to make our team a little bit stronger. You heard, we're like the bad Yankees and the Mets. Yeah, I mean, we gotta get stronger.
But that never is gonna happen from the beginning of time. We know when a woman likes a song, we follow that song. No, when we like a song, we go, yeah, that's cool, but, and we keep going.
You're right, but this is why I see, for the first time I come to the Traffic Jam and I come to Dre with a question. All right, and this is a question I might want Dre to maybe inquire to other people. Do you feel that rap is like boxing?
No, I do not.
Oh, you don't feel that rap is like boxing?
No, I do not.
Okay.
I think we've made it be like boxing and made it a verbal sport, because there are too many different types of rap music / hip hop to make it a solid sport. Because rap music's like MMA, rap music's like boxing, rap music's like football, rap music's like soccer, rap music's like basketball. See, it hits too many different areas and inspires too many folks to different causes. So when you limit it to saying it's just like boxing, boxing is a one-on-one thing. Rap music for me is Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5. Rap music for me, Treacherous 3. Rap music for me, Cold Crush Brothers. Rap music to me, Run DMC, Houdini. I mean, see, it's a group effort. Wu-Tang Clan. I mean, when you start thinking in those terms, or even if you do Method Man and Redman, I'm a group person. Individuals, yes, but I don't ever like saying Michael Jackson and Jackson 5, because that was never the name of the group. They were the Jackson 5 that became the Jacksons. That's why we embraced Prince and the Revolution as well as Prince.
Correct. I totally agree that you're giving the groups their flowers. Everybody has, I feel in this hip hop sport, that everybody has a right to their own verse and their own opinion on how they visualize the game. Now, my thing is, I look at it like this. You see, my synopsis in rap with boxing, it's like this. You have a lot of artists that come up right now, right? And not a lot of them are rappers. Not a lot of them are masters of ceremonies. You have a difference. You have singers, you have entertainers, you have trappers, you have people that I believe are performers, but aren't lyricists because they don't create their own, word, or they might have lyrics written for them, but it doesn't take away from them being a great actor or performer. So what happens is with me, I categorize things in basically what unit do you fall in? Are you a master of ceremony and a real MC? That's me. I'm a master of ceremony of re-MC, meaning at the end of the day, I mean real hip hop, real boom bap hip hop music, not just plagiarized where you're just coming with a gimmick or you have sound effects or you're using auto tunes. I mean real music from the soul.
Whoa. And you know where I think you get that from? And I'm going to speak for you briefly, and that comes from your legacy. Because
Correct.
Both of your family members, they didn't perform by themselves and make like impact. They performed with a group. And when you perform with groups, there has to be some kind of cohesion, and there has to be some type of, what do you call it? I can't think of the word, but it has to mold together. So you work in concert. And when you work in concert, that's what brings apart that great performance. So again, I don't like criticizing today's artists, because I have a son who's 22 years old. He does his thing. He performs in the band. Very talented. Love him to death. But sometimes he says, "Dad, what do you think about that?" As a son, I told you, I can't critique what you did here. I can say this is what you could do to enhance it. But I'm listening to you grow. And that's what I think is missing a lot right now, is that we're not getting those growths that we got from the people you've chosen from the beginning of this thing. But let's go back to you. This is Dr. Dre Traffic Jams, and we're here with Lazaris, the top Don, right here. And we're going to find out, give me your top 3 songs of all time that you enjoy listening to, that inspire you, make you jump up, dance, shake, wiggle, or grab that lady and do a good slow dance. Just 3.
Wow. 3 of my top songs that make me want to dance with the ladies. Wow. I'm definitely gonna say Sexual Healing. That's definitely
there you go.
Definitely one of them on there for me. I'm sorry. Like, I gotta put that on there. Wow, I Need Love, LL Cool J.
Wow, classics.
That's from there. I'm gonna say wow, and this is a big one that I have to really. That's a difficult one, because the third one is like, wow, you really put me there. You got LL, you got him there, but
I said you can go any way you want to take it. You could put some samba.
It's hard, no, but it's so hard, because then there's so many different genres to even go. But Carlos Santana, Maria.
Oh wow, oh that was Santana, Maria.
Yeah,
with the product. Yeah, the product. Yeah. The product is from out here on Long Island.
Yeah, you understand what I'm saying? So it's like,
Long Island. Great song. I'm gonna throw 3 at you from the Bronx real quick. You ready?
Yeah.
Africa Bambaataa and Soul Sonic Force, Planet Rock.
One of my dad's favorites. I already know. Yeah.
Boogie Down Productions, South Bronx.
Oh, South Bronx, of course, South Bronx.
Spoonie G. You know what Spoonie G is?
Yes, name the track.
Spoonie Tree, you ready?
Yeah.
New Rap Language.
Ooh, okay.
And I know most people would have gone for Spoonin' Rap or another one, but New Rap Language was Spoonie G and the Treacherous 3.
Well, shout out to to KRS and BDP in South Bronx. I actually, on my mixtape, I have one of the, actual shout outs to him. So yeah, that's one of my favorite songs of all time.
Absolutely. So where can people reach out for your music, your artistry, and the name of your book, potential book. Hit us with those three real quick.
Oh, you could follow me on my website, www.topdonempire.com. I repeat, that's www.topdonempire.com, correctly spelled, all the way through. And you can also follow me on my Instagram at Lazaris the Top Don. And you can find everything. My music is on all media, all platforms. When you click on my Instagram or go to my website, it gives you a hyperlink to my album out called Success in My Path right now. My mixtape that's out, and also to all my singles that's out right now.
And what's the name of the book that you're putting together? Just to be the exact title, just so people could keep an eye out for it.
Oh, no, definitely. It's called The Life of a Don.
Excellent. Do you have any special message you want to toss out? Since you are in the traffic jam and you are the top Don.
Yeah, the special message
to your fans.
Yeah, the special message I want to give out to the fans is thank you for all the love and support that y'all been giving me. Let's unite to the city and step to the world as a weapon.
I look forward to the next interview that we do, and I'm gonna reach out to you on a musician point of view. I think we could do some musical things together.
Definitely.
I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for spending time here in the Traffic Jam. My name is Dr. Dre, your humble correspondent, and this is Traffic Jam.
I'm coming to you live from Las Vegas, and I am a certified personal trainer and a professional bodybuilder. So what I'm trying to do is just to show you a few simple exercises that you can do in your garage or even inside of your home that requires actually a minimal amount of equipment. So first thing that for any workout that you're going to do, you need to have a proper warm-up, such as you can march in place. Make sure when you're marching in place that you're swinging your arms, because what you're doing, your arms are closer to your heart, so it gets the heart rate up, okay? And if I don't know what your physical capabilities are, but if you're not limited, you can of course go into a nice jog with the higher knees if you want, or you could even take it where you just move from side to side. Same concept as jogging and using your hands to bring that heart rate up. You can just go here, or you can hop. So those are different things that you can do for a warm-up.
This is the Traffic Jam.